Huge day, you guys. I mean, this is it, folks. Election day is finally here. So polls are open nationwide. So if you haven't already, get out there and vote, vote, vote. Now, before we get to anything, we want to find out from you. Who do you think is going to win? So go to dblvote.com. Tell us if you think Joe Biden or President Trump will win this election. You see right there, we're going to be monitoring this all show. So what are the candidates doing today? Joe Biden started the day off going to church in Delaware with his wife and visiting the cemetery where his family is buried. Later, he visited his childhood home in Scranton, Pennsylvania. He waved to a large crowd of his supporters. Meantime, the president was on Fox and Friends this morning saying he has a solid chance of winning. He plans to host a party at the White House later tonight. Wow. This moment has been building up for, I feel like, 4 years. And especially in the last few months, we've been playing it out here on the show. Erica, what are you feeling right now? And do you have any indication of how tonight will play out?
I am feeling like everything that could have been done has already been done. And at this point, it's up to every individual to do their due diligence and make sure that on this last day to vote, that they make something that matters, which is only going to the ballot. Because at this point today, nothing else matters. In terms of who do I believe will win, I am following friend of the show, Van Jones, and saying that it is up for grabs. In terms of polling, you have a lot of Trump supporters who did not vote for Trump, didn't vote at all. But you also have a lot of people on the other side who didn't vote. It was the lowest voter turnout in 4 years. So I am not going to say who I think because I, honest to God, do not know.
Jeff?
Yeah, I'm kind of up in the air, too. I would tell you, honestly, if I did think one person was going one way or the other, I think it's going to be too close. I think it's too close right now. But I think what America needs is a blowout. I think we need a clear answer to who president is. If we drag this out too long, it's not going to be good for our country on either side, you know? So I just hope we do have an answer by tomorrow, although I don't think we will.
Yeah, and that's what scares me. And I want each presidential candidate tonight to not announce early they're the winner if they're not the winner, right? America does not need that. We don't need any more misinformation. We don't need any scare tactics. We don't need any sort of uncertainty. So until we actually know who the winner is, I don't want to hear any candidate or any constituent celebrating their candidate. That's where I'm coming from. But let me get some comments in because I'm getting so many from you guys. We have Common Sense on Twitter saying Trump will win. If he doesn't, the Western world is in trouble. Language MIT on Twitter says, I am optimistic we will have a better leader tomorrow when Biden wins. He believes or she believes that this thing is a landslide. So we will see. Now, this is the megaphone as we speak. It looks like 56% say Joe Biden. But again, we don't know. Al, what are you thinking?
Sam, I'm thinking that we're making the mistake that most people that get married make. And what I mean by that is we're spending all the time on the wedding. We're focusing on the caterer. We're focusing on the venue. We're focusing on the DJ. We're focusing on the food. And we're not focusing on what happens tomorrow. After everybody leaves, after everybody cleans up the venue hall, we still have to live together. And starting tomorrow, no matter what happens tonight or when this eventually plays out, we have a country that has not figured out how to live together yet. And either if it's the Trump supporters that are happy and blowing their horns in the street, or it's the Biden people that are doing the same, if their candidate wins, we're going to have 50% of the country that's unhappy with where they live, and I think that's the bigger problem.
Well said, Al.
What a great analogy, buddy.
He always has the good analogies.
I like that.
You can always count on Al for a good analogy.